Hello students, welcome to the Literature's Grace. Today we are going to talk about White Knight by Fyodor Dostoevsky in simple language. Let's begin. Today we are talking about a beautiful and emotional story, White Knights by Dostoevsky. It's a short novel but full of deep feeling. It's about a lonely man who meets a girl and fall in love in just a few days. But this is not a typical love story. It's about dream, pain, hope, and the beauty of short and magical moments. This story shows how even a brief connection can stay with us forever. White Nights was written in 1848 when the author was just 27 years old. The story takes place in St. Petersburg in Russia during summer nights when the sky never gets dark. That's why it is called White Nights. Story is written in the form of first person diary, so we can see everything through the narrator's perspective. Let's see the characters of this story. The first character is the narrator, who is also a dreamer, the girl Nestenka, her grandmother, and the lodger, her lover. Let's delve into the themes of this story. First theme is loneliness. The narrator lives in an isolation. He has nothing to do with the world. The second theme is dream versus reality. The narrator always prefers imagination over the real life. Third theme is unrequited love. He loves Nestenka, but she loves someone else. And the last theme is fleeting happiness. A short moment of joy is also can be remembered forever. Let's talk about some of the important symbols in White Nights. White night means a night that never becomes fully dark. The sky stays light like a mix of day and night. This shows the narrator life. He is always stuck between the dream and reality. He is not fully happy, not fully sad, just in between. The remaining symbols are the bridge and the city. The bridge appears several times in this story and the city feels both alive as well as empty. Let's delve into the first night of the story. Imagine walking the street at night when the sky is still bright. That's a white night in St. Petersburg. We meet a lonely man. He walks alone, talks to the building, and lives in his imagination. He has no friend, no one to talk to, until one night. He sees a girl crying near the canal. A man bothers her, so he steps in to help. She thanks him, and they started talking. Her name is Nestenka, the heroine of this story. She is lonely too, but she makes one rule before talking to him: don't fall in love with me. And just like that, his heart starts to hope. Hope of love, hope of having a family, hope of having a someone to share their loneliness to. Let's move on to the second night. He meets Nestenka again. This time he does the talking. He opens up about his life. He tells her he has no friend, no family. He lives alone in a small rented room. His world is quiet and full of dreams. He spends most of his time reading and making up stories in his mind and imagining conversations that never really happens. He tells her how he walks the city like a ghost, watching people but never joining them. She listens. She doesn't laugh. She doesn't leave. For the first time, someone sees him, listens to him, and he feels alive. He is already started falling in love with her, but he remembers her word from the last night: don't fall in love with me. So he hides his feeling and hope that maybe she feels the same one day. They promise each other to meet next night too. Now it's the third night of the story. Tonight, it's Nestenka's turn to share. She opens up about her life. She lives with her blind grandmother. 1 year ago, a young man rented a room in their house. She fell in love with him. He promised her to marry, but he left to find a work. Now it's been 3 days and she hasn't heard of him. She wants narrator to deliver a letter to bring her hope. He wants her to be happy, even if it's break his own heart. Now it's the fourth night. The narrator and Nestenka waits for her lover's reply. He dreams of a future with her, thinking maybe she will love him too. But suddenly the man returns. Nastenka runs to him with joy. The narrator watches, silently, heartbroken, knowing she was never his. He hides his pain because he loves her enough to let her go. The next morning, narrator receives a letter from the Nastenka. She thanks him and said she and the lodger are happy now. But she also writes, if things had been different, I might have loved you. The narrator is hurt, but he doesn't feel hate. Instead, he feels grateful. Grateful for those few magical nights that gave him love, that makes him feel alive, even if it wasn't his to keep. The story ends with the narrator alone again, but not the same. He remembers those nights like a beautiful dream, short, sweet, and unforgettable. He says, a moment of happiness. Why isn't that enough for a whole lifetime? White Nights isn't just about love. It's about how a few moments can change a lonely soul forever. White Nights is about the story of lonely heart who dares to dream, who finds love for just a moment and loses it in the next. But even in that pain, there's a beauty. Because sometimes even a short connection can change your whole life. It reminds us you don't need forever to feel something real. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope it helps. If you like this video, please subscribe.